Hey there, STL TV. I'm Angela Sharpe, and we have a treat for you today. All right, have you ever heard about the riverboat cruises with the Gateway Arch? Well, this is the first year they've ever done a ghost cruise presented by Phantasmagoria, and I'm going to take you on it. It is going to be so exciting. They tell you folklore of St. Louis. They mix in some older stories, you know, Becky Thatcher, Edgar Allan Poe, those kind of things. They kind of mix them all together, and then they put on this wonderful ghost cruise for about 50 or 60 people. Typically the cruise lasts about an hour and a half, but we're gonna say stationary today. It's going to be very scary, so make sure you stay tuned and check it out.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Boys and girls.
Boys and girls.
And all the diverse spirits that have followed us down through the centuries.
The first ever on the riverboats here, our Ghost Cruise by Phantasmagoria. Typically cruise is an hour and a half. We board 30 minutes prior to departure and then cruise for an hour and a half while the stories go on, and then you have a little time at the end for pictures and stuff with the cast as well. It is a little whimsical, there's a little humor intertwined, and then a lot of spookiness in there as they act out the different stories. And we already have plans to continue it into next season and also expand it into probably some year-round activities talking about more of the local lore as well.
When I was 7 years old, I rode on the Admiral, which was a huge excursion boat here, and I thought, yeah, this is what I want to do. And then, you know, I kind of disappeared from the river for a little while, and then about the time I turned 18 years old, came back down to work, and then all of a sudden I somehow got the license, and now I'm the captain. But it's not really a job, you know, because I mean I've been here for almost 28 years doing this, so I don't consider it as a job. It's one of those hobbies that you just love to do.
So how do you keep everybody safe and happy and all that good stuff?
With my fingers crossed, no. Well, what I do is I just kind of monitor my traffic on my radios and watch my charts here and just make sure we kind of stay out of everybody's way. Out here on the rivers, we pretty much kind of watch out for each other. All the boats kind of look out for each other. So we communicate back and forth with each other, make sure that nobody's going to run into each other. As far as the passenger on the vessel, I have crew walking around making sure everybody's having a good time. If they come up, they have any questions, I will answer any questions they have. Before we get underway, I usually make a safety announcement where I show them how to put on life jackets. And just like in the airlines, you put on a life jacket, show them how to do it, and it works out pretty good for everybody.
I am the ringleader of Phantasmagoria, a Victorian horror troupe that is visiting St. Louis beneath the arch for the next 3 weeks. I gathered all of the girls that tell these stories, Carlotta, Symphonienne, Aria, and Theodora, and we appear. Once a story is chosen, it must be told. Once a story begins, it must be finished. Normally when we are on the riverboat, lots of stories involving accidents on the river, the mystery of the Becky Thatcher, maybe Edgar Allan Poe stories will arrive, Sleepy Hollow. It depends on what the season brings.
All right, Marlene and Kenan look like they're getting ready to board the Ghost Cruise. So whose idea of the two of you was it to come on this?
We're actually meeting a friend down for a double date.
Oh, it's a double date night. Oh, this is going to be so exciting.
I'm not for sure. I'm just kind of skeptical.
You're skeptical. You're one of those people who's not easily scared is what you're telling me.
Right, correct.
What about you? What are you thinking?
I'm the scaredy, so I'm be holding the eyes and trying to make sure, nothing jump on me.
All right, so I'm excited. This is going to be my first. I'm going to come join you guys. This is going to be my first time to come see it too. So we're showing everybody at STL TV. So we're all, look, I told you, we're all in this together. Nobody knows. But if anybody's going to be scared, it's Kenan. So keep your eye on this guy right here.
We will return in just a few moments.
Till then.
How scary was that? It's so much fun right here, the ghost stories on the Becky Thatcher at the Gateway Arch Riverboats. Now don't worry if you missed out on this. They have holiday shows, they have breakfast with Santa, New Year's Eve, and of course the boat will, take a little journey up and down the river, making it a ton of fun. You definitely need to check it out. It's definitely a St. Louis experience. For STL TV, I'm Angela Sharpe.